Alright guys, I'm going to try to do a little bit of a helpful instructional video. I just thought this might be helpful to some of you. If it was out there when I was looking for this, it would have been really helpful, but I ended up going through the Partzilla parts diagram and the Yamaha, the climber service manual, or repair manual I should say, but to make sure I'm getting all these. But this is good, just hopefully it'll make it easier for some of you guys just when you're ordering these. These are going to be all your internal bearings on your engine cases, your left and right side cases, just placement, and I'm kind of going to show you how I did it, or how I laid everything out, just to make it easier on myself, and probably could be useful to some of you. So if you look up here, it might be hard to see. Here, let me take you out of the little mount here. So if you look right up here, I labeled all my bearing spots with some numbers, and that one's behind the retainer, but that coincides with the OEM Yamaha bearing. That's kind of what I'm going to show you here, just where everything was, and all of them. I've labeled some of them. I labeled on the inside of the case, but I just use a permanent marker. I just labeled it the last 3 digits. So yeah, now that we got everything back in place here, I'll try to just go through here. Bearings, this is I guess this would be technically your right side case. If you're sitting on the quad, this would be on the right side. So you got your Yamaha bearing ending in 3630. I got that labeled up here. I kind of showed you close up earlier. I'm not going to go through and point out every single label, but I'll show you, or point it out. This one up at the top here with this bearing retainer, that is bearing ending in 2532. Now, mind you, these are all OEM Yamaha bearings for a 2000 Warrior. I didn't go through Partzilla's diagram and verify all of the OEM Yamaha numbers back to 87, but I should, or I imagine they should be the same. There might be a few fluctuations, but that's on you to verify everything. I'm just doing this for a general tutorial, help most people out. This number down here, I got it labeled back here behind the retainer, is 447. So bearing ending in 20447. So right here, it's hard to see. That one is 00315. It's a small bearing right at the very top of your case. The one directly below it is ending in 30443. And I got that labeled on the inside actually. And then the top bearing up here, the farthest over, is ending in 00431. I guess I can show you the full part number, but I'm just going to rattle off the back end of it. So this bottom bearing again, 30443. Top bearing at the very top, 00315. This one, 20447. It's your lower, farthest one over on the lower portion. Then up top behind this bearing retainer is 20532. And then your large crank bearing is 30630. So that is this side, and I will swap these cases out and grab the other side. So you move it over here a little bit. So now I guess same method, moving left to right here. This is your left side engine case. This bearing, I got it labeled right up at the top, 529. So this is ending in 20529. This one at the top here is ending in 20310. Hopefully you guys can see that without the reflection. Sorry if it's kind of a pain, that's why I'm reading them off to you. So this lower one right down here, that is ending in 20461. The farthest one to the right here on the lower portion is ending in 20327. And then your top one up here, I believe that's for the balancer. That is ending in 20532. So again, I'll take it out here and I'll kind of try to show it a little bit closer here, I guess, while I have it out. So that's the method of my madness, or what works for me. So that one, labeled 532, is kind of worn off and sketchy because I was just doing it randomly. But yeah, this crank bearing is the one that's pressed onto the actual crankshaft itself. My reworked crank by Mr. Crankshaft has already got a brand new one on there. My crank is in the freezer. I'm gonna heat that up a little bit with the torch, and then that should just drop in, set right back in place, and then we'll be good to go there. And I'll start throwing some assembly lube in, and then yeah, the transmission will start going back together, and we will check everything. And I'm not going to videotape that. There's a really good video out there. I'm gonna have to look it up. I think his name is Britton. I'll link the description, or I'll link the video in the description. He's got the best video out there, the clearest, most accurate, and kind of goes through showing, dropping all these pieces back in place into both or into your case, this side case, and then he ends up you know, showing you how to drop the right side case back onto it, and then go through and check, make sure everything is working before you go back and seal it with the gasket and everything. But yeah, it's a real informative video. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, hopefully this video with the bearing placement is helpful for some people. And I guess I did forget, since I got the book right here, don't forget there is 3 seals in your, oh, not right there. There it is. You have a seal right here on one of the cases, and then you have 2 metal seals. But they're in your climber manual, and they're called out in the Partzilla diagram, and you can see with the placement and everything. And yeah, outside of that, hope you guys are having a good one. This will probably be up after the new year. Recording this on the 29th, or no, today's actually the 30th, excuse me. So yeah, have a good one, guys.